she always that uptight?
I don't know. I've never been able to work her out. I mean, during the riot, she really put her life on the line to save those people. She turns around and behaves like this.
Oh, well, she's okay now.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for looking after her.
Well, she's a good girl, and I just don't want to see her getting off on the wrong foot.
I'd hardly say good. Juvenile record at the age of 15, followed by charges of theft, shoplifting, breaking and entering.
If you just talk to her, Mrs. Reynolds, I promise you she's nothing like that report.
Why are you speaking for her?
Because, well, she has these funny little moods, and that's when she plays up. Oh, she doesn't hurt anyone except herself. But some of the things she's done to herself, Mrs. Reynolds, it's just dreadful.
Psychiatric evaluation in all institutions classify her as manic depressive. Is that what you're talking about?
That's just another big word to me. All I know is that they don't know how to treat her. They just make her worse.
And you have the solution?
If you could let her work in the garden, she'd be all right. It's amazing the effect it has on her. She's back to her old self in no time.
Working in the garden would stop all this?
I know it sounds strange, Mrs. Reynolds, but if you could just try.
All right, Collins. I'll give it some thought. Anything else?
No, thank you. I'm sorry to bother you. It's just I like to look after my girls.
And Mrs. Morris is pretty good, as long as you don't push her too far.
Yeah, I know. I nearly blew it this morning. Said a few words about Reynolds, and she was under me like a shot.
Bad move.
Oh, you're not telling me anything. Hey, what's this about Ferguson? I hear she's in hospital. Is she coming back?
I'd love to say no, but I have a horrible feeling that...
Now, don't answer if you're not.
Sure, Auntie May. Come in. What about you, Mara?
Yeah, no wonder.
Oh, good, you're here. Mind if we have a talk? Can I buy a cup of coffee?
Sure. You especially wanted to see me?
Certainly did. Bit rude earlier on, wasn't I?
You wouldn't have won any peace prizes.
Well, you know what it's like. I wanted to see if you were right for my girls. You know, new place, new top dog.
And am I? Right for your girls, I mean. Because if you've got any complaints, I want them up front. I don't want people talking about me behind my back.
Looks like I'm not the only one that can be rude.
Rude has got nothing to do with it. I want the facts so I know how to deal with them. Now, am I top dog or not?
You certainly are, lady. I like your style. Look, why don't I go and get my packet of bickies? Then we'll have that cuppa. Oh, what's your favourite colour?
Blue. Why? Favourite colour?
She's going to knit you a cardigan.
She's what?
She's accepted you. And if May likes you, she knits you a cardigan.
She didn't happen to knit that.
Yeah. Dreadful, isn't it? But you have to wear it now and again or she'll get upset. Oh, no, I mean it. I know we call her Auntie May, but don't you worry. She's a tough lady. I mean, really tough.
Oh, jeez. I'd love to put you over there where it's lighter, but I don't think Lou... Oh, she's the girl we're sharing with. I don't think she'd like it much. You feeling any better? I'd give you another drink, but the book says it'd be bad for you.
Who are you talking to?
Bertie.
Huh?
My begonia. He's feeling a bit crook at the moment because he got caught in the fires at Barnhurst.
And you talk to it, do you?
Yeah, it's real good for him. I read it in a book once.
I think you better lend the book to Bertie here. He looks like he's going to cark it.
No, he'll be all right. Begonias can't read, Lou.
You're having me on, aren't you?
Steffi, love, look what I've got for you.
Willie, it's fantastic.
It's dead, too.
Oh, where did you get it?
I traded with that girl, Jacko. She was going to throw it out. I think she gave it too much water.
You see, I told you.
I don't believe this.
Now, love, what have you got to trade? And no more comics. I've got quite enough, thank you.
Well, I've only got some cigarettes.
Well, look, I'll buy those off you.
Come on, dear. You don't get an African violet every day of the week.
No, that's true. Oh, gee, would have got on so well with Fanny. Oh, Struth, I keep forgetting she's dead.
Who's Fanny?
The philodendron.
She was terrific. She had a really good sense of humour, didn't she, Willie? She got burned to death. It's really lonely without her.
Here you are, dear. Give me the cigarettes later. And don't you worry about Fanny. I'm sure there's a big nursery up there somewhere. I'm sure there is.
This is a put-on, isn't it?
Nah, that's how you get things out of Willie. Weeping Willie, we call her. If ever you want something, you just tell her a big sob story.
And she falls for it?
Yeah, of course she does. And what am I going to do with you? I haven't even thought of a name for you yet.
This yours?
Rhetorical question, May. If you've something to say.
Oh, don't go la-di-da with me, madam. I've told you before. Get this junk out of here.
And I told you it is not junk. You know, the trouble with you is you don't understand free enterprise. I'm a professional businesswoman and you wouldn't have...
Professional, you wouldn't know the meaning of the word.
Having a touch of the nasties, are we, dear? Well, let me remind you why we're in the penal institution. You were the one who decided to pinch that bag of local goodies.
But it wasn't me that decided to sell them in the same area. It's a wonder you didn't have a garage sale at the local
Getting
cop
very
shop.
tired of this argument, May. 8 years of the same thing. It's very boring.
Beecham? Now, you were warned about this. Clean it up.
Just about to do it, Mrs. Morris, weren't we, Willie?
Yes, we're just doing a little bit of stock-taking, Mrs. Morris. There's nothing I can interest you in, is there?
Just clean it up, would you? And before dinner?
Well, you heard the lady. Clean it up.
Is it as bad as everyone's saying? Grub. Alice reckons it'd kill a brown dog.
Not far wrong. I don't know what Merv was thinking of when he made this lot.
What's the yellow stuff?
Green corn, I think.
Are you okay?
Oh, just thinking about Kay and Jeff, June. General Downer.
Hey, why doesn't your daughter come to see you?
Good question, Mum. She seems to be on the missing list at the moment. Jeff said he was going to try and find her.
Oh, don't worry. Probably just gone out raging or something.
I saved the table for you, mate. Thought we might get to know each other. You know, work a few things out.
What a pity. I already told Myra we'd sit with her some other time. Well, room for a few more?
Sure. Grab your food and join us.
Well, come on, ladies, don't wait for me. Oh, by the way, in case anyone got the wrong impression earlier on, as far as us Barnhurst girls are concerned, Myra is still top dog, so I don't want to hear any more rumours, all right? That what you wanted to talk to me about, Kelly? Well, I think that's fixed everything up, don't you?
Look, May, I appreciate you doing that, but it's not up to you to say who's top dog. It's up to everyone.
Of course, dear, been a socialist all my life. Now, what's this horrible mess all about?
So, tomorrow's lunch will be reasonably light, but we'll make it up for dinner. Now, tell me what you think of this. Kidneys and sauce Creole, followed by tutti frutti pudding and orange foam sauce.
Sounds wonderful.
Mrs. Barry. All right, girls, you can go and get seconds. I'll finish that later.
Mervyn, I'm very sorry about yesterday.
No, Joyce, don't apologise. There's no need. I was very clumsy saying it like that. I was nervous, I suppose.
Well, I don't blame you. It's this silly woman carrying on like a schoolgirl just because you said you liked me. That is what you said, isn't it?
I'm not sure. If it is, I didn't mean it.
Oh.
I love you, Joyce. Ever since that first night you caught me practicing my soufflés.
Yes, that was lovely, wasn't it?
You said my cooking was an art form, that I was an artist.
You remembered that?
I remember everything about every night we spent here.
I've enjoyed our midnight snacks too. I can talk with you, Mervyn. With you, not to you. I've been talking to Norm for years now, and I don't think I want to anymore.
There's only one thing to do, isn't there?
Okay. So you got a murder rap hanging over.